Fellas, imagine this. You or someone you know gets falsely accused, whether it's rape or sexual assault. Then come to find out she lied about it the whole entire time. And now that she got caught, she calls herself trying to make an apology, but can't even do that right without trying to deflect or make all these lame, retarded, fuck-ass excuses. Yeah, even I find that completely retarded as fuck. Which brings us to this. No introduction required. Y'all see the topic of today's video. She falsely accused a man of sexual assault and then tried to deflect and then try to make a deflection apology. God damn it, you can't make this shit up. We'll get down to it. And shout out to MTR. Mediocre Tutorials and Reviews. I'll leave the link to his full video in the comment section. Go check it out. But enough of me talking. Let's get down to business, shall we?
Listen, what did I tell you guys a couple of months ago? I told you she was a liar, all right? It seems as though Nostra MTR has spoken, and the truth has finally revealed itself that this dirty serpent demon woman is repenting in real time. And I hate that I'm always this right. I hate how accurate that I am when the other side of the internet will cape for these
you and me both.
Liars, for these hustlers, for these scammers, like the DoorDash girl, like Rhoda Brickface Osmond. They will stop at nothing to cradle them in their lies. Then they bring
they'll even go as far as to try to let me cape and pander for these women. Not even knowing who they simping, caping, and pandering for. But then they wonder why we look at them the way they fucking do. And to be honest, my next video was supposed to be about this teacher who not only got pregnant by one of her 13-year-old students, but then she's flexing, but then she's trying to model as if that shit was a flex. But that's on the back burner. We're going to talk about this shit because this one really grinds my gears. And I mean, it's crazy, man. That's all I can say about it. But let's continue.
Dusty, dirty corpses over to this side of the internet for the real once their lies get exposed. That's why it is so important that we address these lies again and again and again. And I maintain that false allegations should lead to jail time, or they will keep on doing it. So buckle up, ladies and gents, MT Army and MTRas, get ready your holy water because the red flags are in abundance and we have to exorcise these demons yet again. Where my red flag at? Hold on. we got to bring out the red flags for these damn harpies. You understand me? So without further ado, matter of fact, we need a little flashback first. I got a mother. I got a sister. They act like no me.
Jordan texted me right here. She said, "What you doing?" Jordan sends a question mark. I don't know if you text me or not, but my phone is clipped. I can't see her do nothing. Jordan.
Now, what she did was a big no-no. especially if the case is ongoing. Let Uncle JD break this down fast, quick, in a hurry. If you have an ongoing case with someone else, the one thing you should not do is in one thing you should not do in any shape, form, or fashion is to contact the person you are in court with. In other words, neither the person who's on the prosecution nor the person on the defendant side is not supposed to have any contact with one another. Besides, this is why you got lawyers and attorneys. This is why you have lawyers and attorneys. If there is to be any contact with either the plaintiff or the defendant, your lawyer or your attorney is the one that makes that contact, not the people that's involved in it. And on top of that, previously you saw him crashing out, and he's crashing out for good fucking reason. And a lot of these retarded fucks on YouTube don't know how it's like to be the person who is accused of such a heinous act, especially false accused. They talking like the shit is normal. Oh, she falsely accused you. Things go back to normal. Fuck no, this shit don't go back to normal. And in lots of situations, even if you are found innocent of such heinous acts. Y'all think that shit goes away easy? No. That stigma will still linger. Ask a victim of a false accusation. Do they get their job back? No. If they were enrolled in college, do they still have that scholarship? No. Not to mention the people who will still look at them as guilty even though they were proven innocent. So some of these cats came and go back to their normal lives. The place they stay at, gone. Or they can't be at a location that they've been there for years over a false accusation. Now all you retarded fucks on YouTube, tell me, how do they go back to normal? Especially you retarded fucks who want to speak on matters and you haven't even experienced. Yeah, have several seats, shut the fuck up forever. Let's continue.
Sick me on December 8th at 12:01. This is in the noon. Jordan sent me a upside down smiling face. After she sent the upside down smiling face, then she sends the Zelle request at 12:19 p.m.
For playing with me.
After she sends the Zelle request, she realized I was not paying it. Once Jordan realized I was not paying it, Jordan sent me this. You see this meme right here? Me giving him his last warning before I show him who I really am.
Regret is not as assault. Let me repeat that. Regret is not as assault. Now that I've
regret is not sexual assault. Neither is failed demands a sexual assault. So basically, she falsely accused him all because he refused to give her what she wanted. And this is the reason why I have such a passionate hatred for bitches like this. Yes, I called her a bitch. To all you punks out there who got a problem with it, we could go one-on-one. But I'm not going to stop calling them bitches, especially when I see them acting like one. Let's continue.
Officially caught y'all up. Let's go over this liar's recent statements.
April. I'm trying to perform at Coachella 2026. Guys, people keep cussing me out. Literally look down at my phone and just seeing, like, what did I do? I didn't do anything. Can we just please stop the hate? What would Jesus do? If I could do anything for anybody.
Shut the fuck up trying to ask people, "Ooh, what would Jesus do?" And the most comical thing about this shit is she now wants to ask, what would Jesus do now that she's facing the consequences? Oh, what would Jesus do? Ma'am, did you ask yourself that same question before you decided that it'll be a great idea to lie on a man claiming that he sexually assaulted you when you didn't? And yeah, I don't mind repeating the question again. Did you yourself ask yourself, what would Jesus do before you openly, blatantly lied to a man claiming he sexually assaulted you? But now you want to ask people, what would Jesus would have done now that you're facing the consequences? Nobody's trying to hear the retarded fuck shit. Let's continue.
That supported me, showing me any type of love, sticking beside me. I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, the world is filled with so much hate already. Close people I never thought I would
shut the fuck up. Oh, the world is filled with so much hatred. Oh, wait. You mean the hatred that you brought on yourself? Oh, I get it. We all get it. You all get it. Now that everybody is now speaking out against you, now all of a sudden it's hating. Not because you falsely accused someone, but because everyone's reacting due to your actions, and rightfully so. And yeah, before the punks start bitching, guess what? She got both the men and the women completely clowning her ass out. Yes, both the men and the women. She knew what the hell she was doing. And now she wants everybody to feel sorry for her because of her own foul play. Make the retarded logic make sense. Let's continue.
Have walked away from me.
Yeah.
We're just getting started though, guys. So they cannot stop the motion. They cannot stop the shine. They cannot take what God has already ordained that's mine. You know what I mean? Like, really.
A judge could.
Up.
So wait a second. Once again, let the retarded logic make sense. So lady, God has ordained you to file a false report on somebody. Again, God has ordained you to file a false report on someone else. And we supposed to believe that shit? I don't even think God believes that BS. Let's continue.
The real will prevail. And that's going to be the lesson in this whole thing. Y'all going to see it. I don't have to talk about it no more. Y'all going to see it. The real will prevail. I feel like low-key I went through a humiliation ritual. Because, like, there's so many embarrassing clips of me. I just got to live it down. I don't want my value to be associated with the shit I did last year. I want us to just look for...
Then why didn't you think about your value before you did what you did? Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Now you're worrying about your value when you should have been worrying about your value before you did what you did, ma'am. And no, your ass ain't talking your way out of this shit. Let's continue.
Forward to what's new. Let's do bigger and better things, you guys. Don't hold me to my past, but judge me by who I am today.
Oh, shut your
Shut
mouth.
the
Isn't it
fuck
funny
up,
that after they
bitch.
go through whatever it is that they put themselves through, they'll say dumb shit like humiliation ritual as if it wasn't you who falsely alleged something against a man. And then they'll also talk about what would Jesus do, right? As if my God has anything to do with what you did. All of a sudden they'll come out as God-fearing, right? Turning to a faith because no one in reality believes their hustle or their bullshit, or they done pushed good people away because good people don't want to be around fakes. When no one in reality wants to be your friend anymore, then they go to religion to cope. And of course, the orange-haired demon now doesn't want you to judge her based off of her past. Let's just look forward into the future, guys. Just like I said, the only person that can stop this shit is a judge. But of course,
Let me tag team real quick. First off, you could get that fantasy out your head, bitch. Because if you don't want your past to be judged, then you should do some major reflecting. No, ma'am, you chose to falsely accuse that man of sexual assault all because you didn't get what you wanted. That was your decision. And now that everybody knows the truth, you don't want to be judged. You don't want to be judged by it. And let's just say that man didn't have those receipts. The court believed every word you said. He gets convicted. Then come to find out that he was innocent this whole entire time. You think the shit would be different? Oh, but no one should hold you of your past. You don't get to walk away that easy. And in some cases, because you already know the ramifications. She already knows the ramifications. She don't want that stigma as being the girl who cried sexual assault. And if in fact everybody finds out that she's the one who falsely accused a man of sexual assault, not just that, it could be sexual assault, it could be rape, it could be any of that. Men will second guess their decisions at all of being around you. I mean, you did it to one man. How how will these men know you won't pull that same stunt again if given the opportunity? You did it to one, and there's a pretty good chance you'll do it again, despite all that bullshit you're saying. But let's continue.
there's laws against what she alleged the young man to do, but there's not laws against false allegations. Bullshit. So here's the clip of her apologizing months after the initial allegations occurred. Let's listen. Quick emergency meeting. I was recently searching.
And as always, when they don't get the response they wanted, they do what they do best: drop their crybaby response videos, thinking that they'll explain their last video, only to make a bigger fool out themselves. Let's go.
If you have some type of raging vendetta against me for me saying things out of emotions, we all say things we don't mean when we're hurt.
SA is not something that people say out of emotions when they're hurt.
I don't want anybody.
And what's more, she completely clarified exactly what we've been saying. Hurt people hurt people. And no, and no, you can't use your emotions as an excuse. And it's clear to see, ma'am, that at that time you was a hurt individual. That's why you went out of your way to pull that stunt. Again, hurt people, hurt people. Let's continue.
To ever think that that's something I meant. That's something I live by. That's how I feel. Like, no, I was traumatized and I was hurt. And I said some things I did not mean I shouldn't have said. And I genuinely apologize from the bottom of my heart for those remarks. And yes, I'm leaving.
Now, when I hear people apologize, and no, I'm being serious. When I hear people apologize, the one thing I look for is sincerity. Are they sincere about their apology? Are they sincere about their apology? Or is it just straight bullshit? And from what I'm hearing, her apology is not sincere, especially when she's jumping up, especially when she started the video, want to criticize the people that's not standing by her side. But somehow she sat there during this big crybaby lecture, then want to turn around and apologize. No, we don't. No, that's not a sincere apology. No, we ain't trying to hear it. Let's continue.
At that, but Black people are phenomenal. It's Black History Month. We're going to continue to break down these walls, get over these mountains, and do great things in this world. And, you know, we're God ordained.
What does any of that has to do with you falsely accusing a man of sexual assault? I'm sitting here I'm listening to this and I'm wondering, what does that got to do with what's going on now here? Let's continue.
Not the race card.
People,
not the religion card.
I'm gonna just leave it at that. Okay?
All right.
My kids are gonna be Black. My dog is Black. I'm Black. My mama's Black. My friends are Black. I love Black people. And I love Black men.
Black, 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 black. And the irony and the sheer irony of it all, she loves Black men, but can somebody remind us again what was the race of that man she falsely accused of sexual assault? Black, right? And what I'm about to say, I know this is going to hurt. But fellas, sometime down the pipe, down the road, down the pipe, I am going to make a video discussing the history of false allegations, false allegations. And historically, where did it all come from? Because she's making a big deal about Black this, her dog is Black, her mom is Black, her children are going to be Black, she loves Black men, all this type of stuff. But she falsely accused a man of sexual assault, who is a Black man at that. But where did But where did these false accusations started from? I'm going to give you a quick hint. Back during the times of slavery, yeah, we all know the dirty deeds what the slave master has done. But do y'all know the dirty deeds of what the wife of the slave master been doing? So picture this. And yes, I'm from Louisiana. I'm from the South. I heard all the stories. One of my cousins was dating a white girl, which didn't sit right with my aunt, his mom's. One day, she sat us all down. She's like, and she was telling us how our grandparents, our great parents would tell us what would be happening. And she's like, did you know that the wife of the slave master, oftentimes, if her husband has to do business, whether it's with crops, livestock, or needing to buy more slaves for the plantation, oftentimes they'll take this long trip. Oftentimes, either to Georgia or to North Carolina. Either way, they'd be going for a long time. And of course, the wife being the only one that at the plantation, along with all the others, she will get bored. And what she will do is she will have two of the hands, and they will walk with her through those fields, watching the slaves at work. And the wife would point out one male slave. She'll go to a second field, point out another male slave, go to another field, point out another male slave, tell them to clean them up, and have them wait inside the plantation. And you already know the rest. But yeah, you already know how this is going to turn out. But there are incidences where the wife will have the male slave in bed with her doing the gymnastics. But then all of a sudden, the slave master returns and catches them in the act. And what would be the wife's first reaction? Falsely accuse that male slave of raping her. Yeah, that's one part of slavery y'all never been taught. And for decades forward, false accusations has been used as a weapon. From slavery throughout Jim Crow, throughout segregation, and guess what? As we all could see, it's still happening to this very day. And yeah, I do apologize for the long lecture, but a history lesson needed to be taught. Let's continue.
Wow.
Assalamu alaikum.
Shut your mouth. City Girl's down 10,000 points. You tried to ruin this man's life. There's things that these people do when they're in their emotions. It's just things that people do. You tried to ruin this man's life. Thank goodness he had receipts. Fantastic receipts, might I add. Thank goodness that he had receipts. And guess what? If he never produced those receipts and the entire internet was up against him, you would still be riding high off of the clout that your lies generated. But now, because people with a brain took a look at the receipts, cross-reference that towards your lies, now, months later, after your career has been sufficiently ruined, now you're apologizing. You lying harpy, using the tried and true victimhood tactics in conjunction with the race card and the religious card. By the way, shout out to the CIA. You won, baby. All right, we're split. All right, you guys won. All right, we throw up the red flag. We throw in the towel. Y'all won, baby. All right. How they say it in Mortal Kombat? Flawless victory. All right, you defeated us. All right, here we go. We're done. All right, please let us go. Haven't we suffered enough? We are looking at an orange-haired, nails too long, diamond-encrusted teeth loser proclaiming that she loves black men, but when her back was against the wall, desecrated the image of the whole, right? Directly from the Rhoda Osmond playbook.
I ain't vibe with y'all.
And that's a fact. And it goes back to, as I stated, she loves black men, but it didn't stop her from falsely accusing a black man of sexual assault. Let that sink in. We have another response.
But y'all so mean. Can y'all not be mean to me? Like,
No.
what are we being mean to?
No.
Because you need to go to jail.
Why?
Because you falsely accuse a man of rape. That's why. And you think, and you really think that everyone's gonna forget that shit? No one's gonna forget that. The internet is forever.
Prison.
I couldn't even keep my comments on for 2 minutes.
False accusers are not prosecuted, and it's absolutely sickening to get up on here and act like you don't know why people are being mean to you, while at the same time trying to normalize this behavior as it just being emotions. Hey guys, my bad. All right, we all just make mistakes. Oopsies. Oopsie. I'm a girl. I'm not an adult yet, because I'm like 20 something. I'm just a girl. Oopsie. Oh, God forgave me anyway. It's just a load in a crock of shit. And here goes another section.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the world is filled with so much hate already. I'm just making sure I'm doing my part as a woman of God and being able.
It's not hatred. If you put yourself in that position, you got exposed as a liar, and everybody is holding you accountable. That's not hatred. That's not hatred. That's accountability. Something that you are allergic to. Let's continue.
Spread love and being another shoulder to each and every one of y'all to lean on, because shit, life is hard enough, bro. Like, some of the people, the closest people I never thought I would lose, have walked away from me. And I'm just grateful because I've learned so much in these experiences. God will put you in situations and do things for, for your own personal growth and development.
When the music is louder than the voice, wow.
For you to just lean on Him. And that's exactly where I've been mentally. So yeah, I love everybody that's active in this chat that can speak. I love you.
God gives challenges to his strongest warriors. Like, this is actually so sad, right? To like watch this degree of unaccountability. The world is just full.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially if she's doing anything and everything she can to dodge accountability. And God damn it, NTR, you know how to pause. And what's more, she is going out sad. The more she talks, the more she keeps going out sad. But let's continue.
Full of so much hate, and I'm just another shoulder to lean on. 304s like this will destroy your life and act like nothing happened. Now, I did go venture over to her Twitter page, and in response to breaking the silence about lying on Tylil, she responded and she said, I did not apologize to him. I apologize to black men for my cold remark. My attorneys and detectives are still handling this case. My response to this is that she knows exactly what she was doing. Clips that will be made.
So basically, she's apologizing to black men, but she's not apologizing to that black man she falsely accused. And this is what, and this is why I don't look at her apology as sincere. And if and as a black man, let me go ahead and say, your apology is not accepted. You knew what the fuck you did, and now you're looking for us as a saving grace. As a saving grace, ma'am, if you don't get the fuck out of here, let's continue.
Of a live stream like that, she knows exactly how that's going to be taken. So yet again, another ruse to drum up attention from a dying career. She doesn't regret anything, and she's just trying to crawl back into the good graces of the men that she sullied.
Y'all, so guess who apologized for making false claims about Tylil regarding the whole situation? Jordan Pauling. So she went on somebody's platform and basically said that she apologizes from the bottom of her heart, that she made a rash decision based off emotion. You don't joke about SA because there are two reasons why. There are plenty, but two reasons. Number two, if it's a false claim, you are ruining somebody's reputation. Number two, you are discrediting people who actually go through SA. Okay? There's a reason.
Hard facts. She told no lies. This shit is not a game. It's not a prank, and it damn sure ain't a joke. She completely fucked over. She is completely fucking over his livelihood doing shit like that. And this is why Uncle JD has such a passionate hatred. Yeah, I mean passionate. She's taking this as a joke. Meanwhile, Tylil, the man she's accusing, can have his whole entire life ruined. And what's more, is making it hard for actual victims of rape and sexual assault. Because of her and bitches like her lying, that makes it hard for actual victims. Now, anyone in their right mind should be upset because of this. They should. But of course, you got retarded fucks. You got retarded fucks out there who think differently. Oh, even if she did that, she's still a woman. She's still a queen. You should still treat her with respect. And this is why I cuss these retarded fuck-ass Sims, Panda Bears, and Captain Saber hoes out saying that fucking shit. As I stated, they never been through it. So why the fuck is they talking? Let's continue.
Why there's a boy who cried wolf. Because there's other people like her that keep acting like this is just some normal, regular thing that doesn't mean anything. That it just doesn't, like, essentially, who is it hurting? It hurts people who are actually going through real thing, and then somebody comes on this platform and says, yeah, I felt like this happened to me, and da-da-da. Girl, we knew you were lying when your story wasn't adding up. Once he posted those receipts and he was like, she complained about what type of car she wanted to go home in. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. If you were in a rush to really get out there, bro, you wouldn't care if it was by boat, plane, by pigeon, you feel me, by dolphin. You would have got out of there. Like, people have jumped out of a 13-story window for less, even 2-story window.
Facts.
So that's so crazy because he can sue her. Like he can actually sue her for defamation of character because that's exactly what it is. That's honestly very, very crazy. Like, and that really honestly probably almost ruined his life. If not already has, that definitely ruined his life. Like, as a real accusation, there are real victims out here who go through real stuff, and you're on this internet space saying like, yeah, you were just acting out of emotion. It doesn't change the fact that he still cheated, though. That doesn't negate the fact. But it does negate the fact of you made a false story to hurt his image, then try to extort him for $2,000, and then come out months later, yeah, it was false. That's crazy work.
Yeah, even though the context of this video, or at least her video, is a little bit changed because of this kind of new thing of saying that she wasn't speaking directly about him, and it doesn't really even matter. I think that she knows exactly what it is that she was doing, and these live streamers understand how clips will come out in the live streams, right? But nevertheless, all of this is ridiculously true. Men can complain from the mountaintops that these Liliths will lie on our name with these false allegations, but it's not until women can step up and understand how you were impacted by this. The Boy Who Cried Wolf was a fantastic example that the young lady laid out for you. The more lies that come out, the less we will believe you in total. All right? And
straight up. And I'm happy. And yes, I'm happy that women are now speaking up on this as well. Because that's even more of a reason to take this seriously. I've been through this shit. I don't wish this on my own worst enemy. And you think I'm gonna shut up? And you think and motherfuckers think that we need to shut up and let the shit continue? Fuck your retarded fuck ass. We're gonna continue on speaking out on this, whether you like it or not. It has to be spoke about because as she stated, yeah, you're damaged. Not only they're damaging the men they are falsely accusing, but they're also damaging the actual victims. And these will be the same retarded fucks that will jump on social media crying, bitching, and complaining about why you're not treating these actual rape and sexual assault victims seriously. But be those same retarded fucks sitting there, mad at you because mad at us because we calling the shit out. Why y'all calling out these women who falsely accuse these men for? And this is how these retarded fucks shoot their own asses in the foot. They're trying to work both sides at the same coin here. And they try to play both sides of the fence, and it ain't working. It ain't working, especially when they have to jump over one side to the fence to the other each and every time. But I digress. I'm gonna stop the video right here. Again, shout out to MTR, Mediocre Tutorials and Reviews. If y'all want to watch this video in its full entirety, I'll leave the link to his full video in the comment section. Go check it out. Tell him JD Miles sent you. But that's all I got for today. I'm done and I'm out this bitch. Later.